Man, you have some good content.
Bro, I didn't even realize I was doing it yesterday when I was talking to Alex.
Yeah, oh yeah, you said you was like,
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
All right, guys, you were ready. You were in your ready stance.
We are live.
Yeah, we was rolling. We was rolling.
Live at the Blessed God Summit.
You said it was natural though, so hey.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I used to do street. I used to do campus ministry and street ministry. So. Yeah, you're spirit led, I guess.
Oh, you finally did your job.
Bro, I'm so weak, bro. Look at this.
1,000.
Is this oh my gosh.
Is it pre-recorded? No, it's not pre-recorded.
Yeah, it's pre-recorded, guys.
Isn't it supposed to be
Yeah, guys, this is pre-recorded. It was recorded previously.
It was recorded
It's not live, as it says live.
March 29 at 5:34. Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, now that's not the real time. That's the previous time.
It's AI.
That's right. That's right. This is all AI, guys.
Open up your bank app.
This is all AI. Shoot. Oh, so
So what we doing? You got to entertain us, man. Take us. To
okay, so I'll take you guys around.
There's the NGO though.
We're gonna talk about the NGO.
There's the
If you look to your right, there's a nice mirror, big mirror, real quality. Matter of fact, it has a lot of history.
Can you show us?
Huh? Oh, come on.
Show us. He's gonna show us.
Hold it. Get my coffee.
Excuse me, my brother.
That's what makes
Do you see the type of wood? The type of wood suggests a spirituality concept that no longer existed in the East. The type of fabric that they use for the glass, and give me this, what they used to do, they used to get the males and the females, the married ones, they would press on the sand in a motion of love. That is how the glass was made, and boom, they would frame it upon granite, granite and wood, so that it would last.
What about this? Can you tell me the history of this?
I cannot. I haven't. This isn't my field. This is our associate's field. She will be able to tell you about all the trees, where they're from, and how they were planted, and where exactly. Okay? Follow me.
But God made it. So the atheist guy right there. God made the trees.
Here we got the Bless God merchandise here. Yeah, shout out. What is this right here, ladies? What we got here? What is this? We got
Leadership planner.
the leadership planner. Okay, tell us a little bit about the leadership planner.
Your leadership planner, you've got your calendar, your prayer journal, your leadership journal to help lead people, and then your notes.
Awesome. And where can they get this because this is online, so where can they find
Who has the website? You have the website, blessgod.shop.
blessgod.shop. That's where you could get all this awesome Bless God merchandise, your leadership journal, your 60-day devotional.
Bible in 60 days.
Nice.
You get your message here, and then your work on the back.
That's awesome. Wow, what a ministry. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, we're merchandising. We're merchandising. All right, now let's go see the other parts of the conference here. JP, find me a Muslim.
Absolutely. I got you right now. Let's find you a Muslim.
Now and do it now.
I got you with a Muslim.
Over here, this is a pro-life table. They ended up not setting up anymore. I don't know what happened. This is my wife, and this is Aniela. She does pro-life content, and so she is going to. Oh yeah, for sure. She's gonna blow up pretty soon, guys, on Instagram. All right, I'll give you guys her Instagram in a little bit. Wait, actually, let's do it now. What's your Instagram?
It is the Spotlight on Live. Can't wait to see you guys there.
That's right. Let's help her grow, guys. All right, just streaming, just vlogging. Streaming. You found me a Muslim.
Wait, bro. We're live right now. We're live. Come on, look at the program. What's going on here?
We're live here.
Hey, this is a Muslim right here.
Oh,
Debate.
I'm fine. Give me a real Muslim.
This guy right here.
Hey, no, hey.
Not on this side of the hall.
Not in that. Not.
We gotta go over there.
How could Jesus be the Father if he didn't know the time?
Likes up, guys. Get those likes up. Get those likes up.
Bless. You know what?
Get those likes up,
That's
guys.
probably next month.
I don't want to go up to
Get
a
those
random
likes
A-rap
up,
person.
guys.
Yeah.
444 likes.
400. How many?
It's
people
only
got?
88. It's only 88 likes with 500 people in here.
500
man.
people in here and only 88 likes, guys.
Thumbs up right there.
Those likes
Thumbs
up.
We know.
How do you know that? How do you know Allah isn't the truth though?
How do I know that Allah isn't the truth? Because he copied that name from Jesus, bro. Jesus literally said that he's the truth, and then Allah 600 years later says he's the truth. So who said it first? Jesus did, bro. Why he copying Jesus' style?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he copied Jesus' style, man.
So why are so many
Likes up,
people
guys. Likes up.
flocking to
Likes
Allah
up.
so
Those
much?
likes
Why
up.
are they denying Jesus?
Well,
Yeah,
it actually depends on what angle you're looking at it from. If you're looking at it from the liberal side, a lot of liberals will be going to Islam.
likes, 500
But within
likes,
Islam,
500
a lot of their youth are leaving Islam because they're seeing that it doesn't make sense, it can't stand up to scrutiny, and they have to rely on popularity to spread it. They can't spread it with truth and a real message.
They're spreading it with force.
Force, lies, deceit, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's all fake.
Bro, but they're running the world. Why wouldn't I want to be with them?
They're running the world?
They'll make you pay tax.
I thought the Jews were running the world. That's what they tell us.
I don't think you should be saying that.
The Muslim told me that the Jew, we believe the Jew running the world. That's what they told me. So is the Muslims running the world?
I mean, shoot, look at the UK. We're calling the shots.
Now they are getting a lot of empathy in the UK, which is crazy. On a serious note, but it is what it is. That's it though.
That was my great apologist.
He's one of the greatest Christian apologists on the
I wish he
planet.
was here, bro.
He should have been. I don't know why he wasn't on the panel with us, but he should have been on the panel. He's too good. Yeah, he has other
different level.
more important work to do.
he belongs to the-
more.
Oh, I remember what happened now. I remember what happened now. I brought the wrong cord, and then Radar saved the day with his cord, and we had to update it. We updated. Now I remember.
Now you remember. Okay, for sure. That sounds good. Let's see if we can find David Wood and John in there.
Let's go.
Let's see. Let's hunt down the other nerds. See if we can find these guys. Find somebody. Let's go to walk into the main place. Oh, there's yes.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do a video for video?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I've been asking a lot of people about discipleship.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
This is an
And
apologist
It's
event.
been a theme, so and I'm just like, the church doesn't know much about what real discipleship is.
Yeah.
I'll start with this example. Jesus had 12 disciples, but he had a big platform. So he's teaching a lot, but he brought 12 along with him, and that type of model. And I don't think the church is we don't get it. We don't understand the value of discipleship. And so could you speak? Would you feel good about speaking about discipleship?
Sure,
If I
yeah.
ask you, what is discipleship for you? And then how are you discipling? Is there anybody you're discipling, and how are you discipling?
For sure.
So let me, hold on, let me
600 likes, guys.
Come on.
600 likes,
All right.
guys.
Yeah,
What is
so
going on?
What is discipleship, and then how are you discipling people?
Yeah, so discipleship has a lot to do with stewardship, a commitment to learning and serving, right? Serving Christ, learning the gospel, learning the tenets of the faith,
Yeah.
the core doctrines of the faith, and being a steward of the faith, living it out,
Yeah.
and being an example to others on how to live it out, and then making more disciples on top of that. So that's what discipleship is to me.
Yeah.
As in regards to people that I disciple,
Yeah.
I have a group of friends. We host Bible studies weekly,
Yeah.
and we what I do is we go through a lot of biblical doctrine regarding kind of the stuff that maybe you won't really get
Yeah.
at a church every day, like actually deep stuff in the Trinity or the Christology,
Yeah.
salvation, really diving deep into the Word, learning how to dive deep into the Word, and so those are the tools that I use when
Yeah.
I'm discipling people.
That's awesome. So, one thing in society today, I think you had the option, you could bring 100,000 people to Christ every year.
Yeah.
Or you could disciple one person really well, train them in the things of the Lord, how to live a spiritual life, and teach that person to do the same. Would you rather have a platform of 100,000, or would you rather train one?
Would I rather have a platform where I can reach 100,000 people, and these 100,000 people are coming to Christ?
They come to Christ.
They come to Christ
year,
every
you're
year.
converting 100,000 people.
Okay.
Or you're taking
one person a year to
One
disciple.
person, yeah. But that person takes on the model, and you're just multiplying.
And they do that. That's tough.
So I'll give you the numbers real quick.
Okay.
In 33 years, if you picked 100,000, you would reach 3.3 million people. Brought them to Christ. You show up to heaven, 3.3 million. Look at what I did for the kingdom of God. Right? But like, if you go that discipleship model, which is anybody could do that, right? Any believer who's walking a holy life can do that. In 33 years, you know how many people you reach?
How many?
Over 8 billion.
Well, then I'll take the second option.
Come on, brother. So, hey, I just want to encourage you, man. I love what you're doing and stuff.
Appreciate it.
In all your platforms, just like Jesus, he's discipling the 12. He's got the platform, but he's discipling the 12, and the 12 changed him.
That's right.
So, like, in your reach of bringing the truth and doing everything that you're doing, value the one. If you can just take one who can, like, truly soak it in and do that, true disciples make disciples.
Yeah.
God bless you.
No, that's good. That's good wisdom, bro.
Yeah.
That's good wisdom.
Watch out behind you.
I don't like her tone, bro.
I need that real
I feel like
quick.
she interrupting me. I feel like she's interrupting me, ma. Oh yeah, so you wanted to do a little video?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
So, what's going on? I'm with Avery from GodLogic,
What's up, y'all?
and here to ask him a couple questions.
Yeah.
Those two are: what is one fun fact about you that people may or may not know?
I love anime.
Anime.
I like I'm an anime freak. I love that. Well, maybe not anime freak, but I love anime. You find me a good anime, not just me and my wife will binge a good anime.
What's your all-time favorite anime, man?
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah.
It's the GOAT. And then
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul is all time?
One Punch Man is my all-time.
What? I'm done.
That's just me.
I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Who is this guy? What?
No, I got a variety. But second question is, what is your favorite Bible verse or chapter?
Probably Isaiah 53 is my favorite chapter.
Isaiah 53.
Yeah, my favorite Bible. That's tough, bro. That's a tough. Asking what my favorite Bible verse is. That's a crazy question.
If there's one that you could pick to teach someone in depth, what would that be?
If there's one that I could pick to teach someone in depth, it probably would be, just off the top of my head, where Jesus says this in John 17, verse 5, he says, "Now, Father, glorify me together with yourself with the glory that I had with you before the world was." The theology that is within that and the context in John 17, it's so beautiful when it comes to Christ, one, glorifying the Father, and then in turn the Father glorifying the Son, and then Jesus highlighting that he had glory with the Father before anything was in existence, and he set that aside to come down here and humble himself in flesh just for us. So the gospel and the implications and the Christology is in that one verse in that context. So John 17 verse 5 that's a hitter right there.
Man, GodLogic, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, big dog.
Nice to meet you, man.
You too, man. What's your name?
Malachi.
And so do you have a YouTube channel?
I do.
All right, tell us what your YouTube channel is, bro.
Right now, I go by Twopick, TWOPICK. I'm gonna be making a second one by Roblox Apologetics. That's all one word.
Roadbox Apologetics. For sure. All right, man. Well, God bless you, man. May he increase you and grow you in wisdom, bro.
Thank you, man.
Man, thank you, man. This was fun. All right, now let's go find the nerds.
He wanted to talk to you real quick.
Who did? Dude.
Love your session. I was at your breakout yesterday.
Oh, yeah? Oh, man. God bless you, bro. What's up, brother?
I was just take a quick picture.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. What's your name, brother?
Sheldon.
Sheldon. Nice to meet you, man. It's a pleasure.
You want to take a picture?
Tell him, man. Say it louder.
Thank you.
I just told my wife, all of y'all are camera.
Just a little bit, you know.
Don't think about twins? Absolutely. They are. Gotta be.
You got it? I think she's clicking. She's super clicking.
They don't like you, bro. Don't
She, you guys were talking to Lila Rose,
Don't go and talk to
and
people
she was
with
taking
ears.
pictures. Yeah, I noticed. She was like, I was like, we need her.
She got a good video.
I just
Yeah, for sure. All right, I might need to hire you and replace it. You see the camera guy? I'm gonna need you to set it up, okay? But it was a pleasure meeting you, Sheldon. And what's your name, too? Pamela. Nice to meet you guys, man. God bless you guys. Avery. Avery.
I just told her you were bad.
That's all good, bro. Everybody's asking me what my real name is. But yeah, it's Avery, man. A pleasure to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you guys. Watch out, man. Get out the way, man. We don't like your tone.
What is this?
A meeting.
Oh,
that's where they're at.
I'm late.
You're late, man.
And you are late. He's late to his own meet and greet.
Dude, I'm late to the meet and greet. So who's all? Okay. John McCray, what do you mean? Say what's up to the people, man. What up, what up?
What, are you on live or something?
Yeah, this is live. Yeah, this is live. You got a microphone. Yes, we got the mic, man. Goodness. We didn't want to interrupt. Sorry, guys. We just want to say hi. Come on. The Dizzle in the house.
Yo!
Tell them what's up. We live, man.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, 2025.
Yep.
We got the avalanche of apostasy going through the roof.
Uh-huh.
We got the new atheism collapsing and imploding. And here we are, entire world wide open. Wide open for the gospel.
I don't want to interrupt.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
We were just in the middle of important conversation.
Okay. What do you mean? Now we need some. Yeah, we gotta check him up.
Oh, he's over there right there. Sit down.
Nerd.
It's not good.
What are we doing?
Just live streaming. Look at this guy.
He said that twice.
Yeah.
Live streaming.
Yeah, we're live streaming, IP. Look at you.
Listen, here's what I want everyone to do. Stop watching this, go subscribe to Inspiring Philosophy, and then start binging those videos, and you will become a genius. A genius, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So, get up. What are you still doing? I said get up. I see you. I see you. Get up. Go.
Oh, hello.
Hi, husband.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
She looks so pretty. Wow.
You look so handsome.
Oh, well, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, you want to follow us around? Yeah, you can follow us around. You ain't got nothing else to do.
Man, stay out those fights with the gangster cubes.
Oh, no, man. We're going to put them together.
Yeah.
What is the next argument you make after you ask those Jews to prove that Jesus is Messiah? Because they were so bad. I was running. I didn't get to it. I was like, okay, where's he going next? And it was just like, this guy's dumb. This guy's dumb.
Yeah.
Where are we going after?
Yeah, that's a good question. So
that was where. They didn't send the rest.
I couldn't. You're right, guys. He's talking about the live stream. We're asking the Muslims to prove that Jesus is the Messiah. Now,
I could see it, but I want to actually articulate.
For sure. So we'll do it better.
Okay.
So I'm asking the Muslim, obviously, prove that Jesus is the Messiah. The whole point of this is to show that from the Quran and Islam they can't.
Right.
They need to go to the Bible.
Right. And
So
then you have to say that it is authoritative.
exactly. So that's the first layer.
Okay.
They need the Bible to prove Jesus is the Messiah. That's layer number one. Layer number two is once you see what the Bible says about the Messiah, you have to leave Islam because the Messiah is God, the Son of the Father who came in the flesh, and is the Savior of the world who gave His life for us.
So it's two passages out of Isaiah, right?
Yep, out of Isaiah 7:14 about the virgin giving birth. You got, and then Isaiah 9:6 that says, "Unto us a son is born, unto us a son is given. The government will be on his shoulder. He is the mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace."
Almost
So it's saying that the Messiah is God, literally. So when you're saying is
Not
as
even
a
1,000
Muslim,
likes.
that
Almost
the
1,000
Messiah,
people.
that Jesus is the Messiah,
What are we
this
doing?
is who you're saying that he is, that he's God in the flesh, the Savior of the world. Do you still affirm that?
Right, and you did something with like the word itself, right? Because it's from the Hebrew, which means
Yes.
that they have, which they don't have.
They don't
So
have.
They have to go.
to the where it's original. So where do we get Messiah from? The Hebrew scriptures. So this is where we find the context of the word, how it's applied. You can't just make it up in Islam.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
I like captured, I caught parts of it, but it was like, now I'm sprinting, now I'm going slow.
Yeah.
You know, like that part of the workout, I was like, I'm dying right now. What is Avery saying?
Yeah, exactly. So just to make sure that we get this point too, because they'll tell you what Jesus, because they say Messiah and Jesus is like interchangeable for them, right? But no, you want to make a distinction. You're telling me what Jesus did in your worldview. Tell me what the Messiah is supposed to do that proves, so that when Jesus does it, you know he's the Messiah. Like, what is Jesus doing that checks off Messiah boxes? You know, and they don't have none of that.
Because you're looking at like what did he actually do with his life that caused like Peter to say,
You're the Messiah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you got it. So take that somewhere for me.
I have in the city I live in is called Rolla, Missouri, and we are like uniquely Muslim for a town our size.
Really?
Not because of like immigration, but because of the school. So we have a science and technology university. So the Saudis and a few other countries, but the wealthier Muslim countries send their kids to our school.
Interesting.
And so
Okay.
there's just tons of Muslims.
Yeah.
I live on a block that's all duplexes.
Yeah.
And like 4 of the 16 houses are Muslim families.
Wow.
So I literally see them every day.
Yeah.
And they like go in like packs to Walmart and like I see them all.
So this is it. This is your world.
Yeah, and we have a guy that we have on staff that's for a missions minister. He's actually teaching a class right now because I got him to preach on it's evangelism series, but ministering to other religions.
Yeah.
They're ready to do all other religions.
He's following us,
We should
man.
do this live.
Yeah.
A bunch of Muslims.
Yes.
Not like a bunch of Buddhists.
Yeah.
But they did all others, but I compromised with them because I got our missions guy to teach a class on how to minister to this.
Perfect.
So we're in the
Okay.
mix up right now.
Yeah, that's hugely important, dude. That's largely important. So, I mean, this is your field. Then it looks like it's where
like
you're.
my lived experience,
Yeah.
not so much like my expertise.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you're around this.
Yeah.
So it'll.
I'm
man.
trying to. Do you know who Iman Ibrahim is? The professor from Southern Theological Seminary. Okay. He's in that space too.
Okay.
He was born in Egypt, but as a Christian. So he grew up Christian in a fully Muslim context.
I
And
see.
he grew up like serving Muslims and like living next to Muslims.
Y'all want me to say what's up
And
so
then now,
bad.
as
What's
a
up,
professional,
y'all?
he like went to school for engineering, and then he became like a Bible scholar, and then he went back to Israel, lived in Israel, ministering to Muslims, and now he does it in Louisville, where he.
That's cool, man.
So I'm gonna have him probably come in sometime in the next year to
Yeah.
do a seminar about it.
For sure.
I also, here's the tension. He's like a nerd. And you're like a cool guy.
Thank
So
you.
I gotta figure out how to get the cool guys.
Yeah, right.
Less nerdy guys.
Y'all,
will be
what's up,
I would
everybody?
also do this.
Yeah.
And it's not just like nerds running.
We gotta start with you. It starts with you, man.
We're
It
in
starts with you,
California,
man.
sounds
A lot of stuff I'm doing, bro.
But man, prioritize it. Are you kidding me?
It's been on my heart for like 5 years.
Okay, then that's enough. That says enough.
Really like Christ something. I interned in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and the church I interned at completely, it was a Nazarene church, and they completely flipped their model of ministry 2 weeks before 9/11 to be ministering primarily to like the Muslim refugees in their community.
Perfect.
And it was 2 weeks before 9/11.
Yeah.
9/11
That's
happened,
wild.
and they invited all the Muslims at
That's wild.
every mosque in town,
Yeah.
and they had like 2,000 showed up. That was in 2001. I interned there in 2017. I talked to former Muslims who went
What's
that
up, y'all?
day
What up?
and never left.
Wow.
And I was like, there's something here.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So do it, man. It's on you.
You keep making videos, and I'll do it better.
I promise. All right, that's okay.
Thank you for your ministry, man. I just started following you online probably in the past 3-4 months.
Oh yeah? Man, that means a lot to me, my brother. What's your name, brother?
Zahar.
Zahar. Nice to meet you.
What made you decide to go into like specialize in
their arrogance. You have like the Muslim apologists that are really loud, going against Christ, having podiums with thousands of people, very confidently attacking the Bible and attacking Jesus. So I didn't like that. I didn't take, I took offense. Yes, yeah. I grew up in a church, typical, church, black church, charismatic. But apologetics wasn't like a reality in that church. I didn't know about apologetics until like college. Until I got with some Jehovah's Witnesses and they cooked me, and then I started doing some research. I was like, okay, a lot of people need this, right? Then I saw Islam, and they got all these guys that are attacking Christianity. I'm like, man.
Yeah, what's the big guy from England?
Muhammad Ajab.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ajab. Yes, but they like that. They like a domineering image. You look confident, display arrogance, display dominance, and in their eyes you win regardless. So I took that as a challenge, one, to defend Christ and bring those who are being deceived out of them. So that's what drew me to that.
Do you have a video already that I could maybe find, like where? So I had one coworker that was a Muslim. Like, where would you start? Are they open to a conversation?
Yeah.
And like, where would you start? I guess with a strategy. You don't have to do it all in one.
Yeah. Of course. So building common ground is important. So noticing the common ground that you guys have.
Crazy, bro. Stop telling me to.
Which is they believe in the prophets. They claim to, right? Man. Moses. So Moses, Abraham, Jesus, all of them, right? They claim to believe in all the prophets. So right there, that's an open door for you. So you talk about that and ask them about how they believe in the prophets. If they do, what do they believe about the prophets, right? And ask them, have they read them? Have you read the prophets? Because what's important with Islam is what the Quran says about the Bible. It confirms it. It speaks good of the Torah and the Gospel, right? It's been corrupted and changed, right? But you learn how to turn that against them and teach them what the Quran actually says about it. And that's the most important place to go. Is what does the Quran say about the previous scriptures, and then what happens when we actually read them? What do we find? So that's a good place to start, on their belief of the prophets and the previous scriptures. That's number one. Hey, come on, man. Come on, dog.
My stomach. I can do this.
No, you can do this. That's crazy.
Muhammad left a
hoodie in the puff coat. It's crazy, right?
No, he didn't even know. He was so clueless. Yes, exactly. So desperate for the acceptance of Jews and Christians that he left us a nugget on how to reach Muslims. With their own book. So God is. It just shows you how sovereign God is. Even in the midst of corruption and deceit, God is so sovereign that the truth can be pulled out. And so it's helped many of them. So,
brother, have you seen the video by Brigitte Gabriel?
By who?
Brigitte Gabriel.
I don't know.
Exposing 1,400 years of Islam in 5 minutes.
Oh no! I didn't see that one.
Brigitte Gabriel.
Okay.
She gives such a fabulous explanation.
Nice.
She explains that the first 12 years of the Muhammad's preaching, there's very a peaceful message. He only converts his family and friends.
Yeah.
So then he goes to Medina, which is the Jewish capital, and they turn on him, so he turns on the Jews.
Yeah.
And then they were actually the ones that started the Jews having to wear the gold stars.
Right.
In World War II, and Christians had to wear belts like monks later wore.
Yeah.
She just exposed it all.
Yeah, he was cool in the beginning.
And he was trying to be kind of a grifter.
Yeah, 100%.
Get people to follow him.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Thank you for being courageous.
Oh man.
Great example to the next generation, because I feel like a lot of people are afraid.
Yeah.
Because of that. The way the Muslims handle themselves.
Yep. I appreciate it. Keep me in your prayers, all right? I appreciate you. It's nice to meet you, man. Hi.
Yeah, thanks so much for the work that you do. So much respect for the videos and the knowledge and what you share.
Thank you.
My eldest child, not named after you, but his name is Avery.
For real?
So,
you must have been. You must have knew we were gonna meet. Wow.
So, the question I was going to ask all
Yeah.
of you who were on that last panel,
Yeah.
and it's great because I've been getting a different answer from everybody. But what is something that has happened that either you intentionally did or something that just God's providence came about, that when that happened, you could say that really had a major impact and improved your reach to the impact of what your channel does?
Absolutely, yeah. I know my moment. So it was against Sheikh Uthman, big popular Muslim apologist. He would go to Balboa Park in San Diego, just 40 minutes away from here, and he would be debunking Christians and showing them contradictions in the Bible and stuff like that. Even some of our big apologists like David Wood, Sam Shimon, they went to go talk to him. And I guess in the public eye, Sam didn't talk to him, but they went. In the public eye, Sheikh Uthman handled himself pretty well, right? So he didn't get debunked, and so that kind of bolstered his image, right? So then I come a year later, and I talk to him, and I, do pretty well against him. I expose him and show that he doesn't know the Bible, doesn't know context, and he doesn't know how to handle a knowledgeable Christian. Once that happened, that's when the channel got on the map. Everybody knew about GodLogic, or was hearing about GodLogic now. So that was my moment for sure. For sure.
Thanks for sharing that.
Of course.
Bless you.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, keep praying for me, brother. Yep. Well,
We're live streaming, so we can't stop.
why what you smiling about?
Sorry about that, brother.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Why? Good bird. Let's see here. Who else is
See if I can
here?
get a picture with you.
Oh, yeah, we sure can.
We figured it was the last day.
Thank you. All right, let's go to the book. Oh, Isaiah, Avery.
What you do.
Oh, man, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man.
I want to get into apologetics too, man. It's fire, so thank you for what you do.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, do it, man. Just do it, because we need workers. We need laborers, right? There's not a lot of people that we're seeing it grow. We're seeing an interest in apologetics grow recently. But, do it, please.
what helps you prepare for study? You have a certain website,
Yeah.
Blue Letter, Bible, or
Yep. Like using certain commentaries on the side, like that Blue Letter Bible or Bible Hub. I'm more familiar with Bible Hub, so I use that. But Blue Letter is a little bit better. But also just looking at people who have we're not doing anything new. There's people who have done the work for us, right? Who has done the study and broken things down. So I study what they've done, what they've written. With Muslims, answeringislam.org, David Wood, Sam Shimon, those guys wrote articles out debunking everything. So nothing I'm bringing is new. I'm just
make it relatable.
I'm just cooler than them. So nothing is new. I'm just cooler. So that's why
You bring flavor.
exactly. You see?
Thank you.
See?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
I'll see you around.
Yeah, of course. God bless you, bro.
Can I get a picture?
Oh, of course.
I'm serious.
Oh, you want a picture with me? Okay, sure.
I'm a big fan.
Oh, yeah? Wow. Well, you can get whatever picture you want. Let me get a picture. Is it okay if I get a picture with him first and then?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much.
Glory to the Lord.
Nice to meet you, man. It's a pleasure, brother. Come on, babe.
Hey, God,
Oh, are you lady? Are you Lady Logic?
Yes.
Yes? Want a picture? Yes. Yeah. Oh. Man, what's the agenda? I don't even know, bro. I don't know to this day. I don't know. Let's go ahead. Man, it's pleasure, brother. Pleasure. Man. And you're listening all the time. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, man, that's awesome, bro, man. It's a pleasure, bro.
Bro, you don't know how much my dad loves you, bro.
Dude.
Is it okay to take a picture with him? Like that?
Man, of course, dude. Man, I'm chill. I'm
Yeah,
probably.
he loves you, bro.
Man, that means a lot, man. That's awesome, bro. God bless you guys. Excuse me, brother. Excuse me.
Wow.
Wowzers.
Wow, this is insane.
Oh. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
don't know if you wanted 1,000 of them, but I took like
No,
3. They
took a
should be
few.
good.
We're done. Thank you.
You know, females be snapping away.
Who else we gonna run into?
Take 97 photos.
Yeah, of one. Yeah, right. One pole.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had a channel.
Oh, yeah.
Picking to Infinity. Thank you. Shoot, we'll check this out. Bazemore, want to say hi to the people? Want to say hi to the people?
Sure.
We got our friend Bazemore here, guys.
How you doing, people?
Now, guys, he gave me a pretty special gift earlier today, and it touched me because, you know, he made it himself, a little heart origami, and this is what it's going to say. Now, I'm trying not to mess it up, but here we do it. Here we go. Thank you. So this is what it says, guys. He wrote it himself. So it says, GodLogic, you were the best surprise of the summit. It was wonderful to meet you. May God bless you. And then he has his little signature here at the end, man.
I'm actually really impressed you can read it. I was told I have the spiritual gift
Do
of
it.
writing in tongues.
He writes it. No, this is pretty clear, man. But it was special. Yeah, it was really special, man. It meant a lot. You know, he said before this he didn't know who I was, but then, you know, heard me speak, and
He thought you was a rapper.
He thought I was a rapper. Now, I'm not gonna. This will be the first time I tell y'all this. I do rap. All right, I do rap. Anybody that's out there, y'all trying to sign me, sign GodLogic, man. GodLogic Records, baby. Y'all know what it is. GodLogic Records, going platinum, doing what we do, going platinum, bar none. You know what I'm saying? Bar none. My wife over there, she really like melting right now because she know I got bars. You feel me? Thank you. Fix it. Good as new.
Broken hearts is what I do.
Prepare. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you, baby more. What's up, brother? You all right? What's your name?
Trent.
Trent. Nice to meet you, Trent.
I had heard about my friend who wanted to be able to come out here. He couldn't make it, but he put me on here.
Oh, really?
And yeah. So I'm gonna go subscribe when I get out of here.
Yeah.
And watch the videos.
Oh, you ain't subscribed yet?
Hey,
Wait a minute.
we gonna fix this right now. You wanna fix it right
Yeah,
now?
man, shoot.
Let's do it.
This guy, his friend put him onto the channel. He came to the summit, and he ain't even subbed. Like, what kind of fan are
We
you?
gonna fix that right now, brother.
Let's see. Now, get it on camera, because we got to make sure.
Hey, ready?
this is-
Ready?
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Picture with the dog?
Yeah, for sure. What's your friend's name?
Nathan.
Nathan. Okay, for sure.
Appreciate you.
No, it's a pleasure meeting you, bro.
Likewise.
Pleasure.
Thank you for coming out.
Yes, sir. Oh. Wow. Looks like. The lights went back on. I thought Jabril had visited us. All right, so we got John, we got David, we got IP.
John Keith.
John Keith. Is he here?
Yeah, he was outside in the front.
Okay. Wait, outside in the front?
Right there in the front of the table.
Oh, I see. Yes.
I want to say I'll be praying for you in your marriage.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Congratulations, guys. Only 2 weeks, right?
I was wrong. It's 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Going on
I'm
4.
legit gonna be praying for you, dude.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it,
We'll see you.
man.
We're gonna head out. But
Means everything, bro. Yeah, for sure. All right, yeah, let's go talk to John Keith real quick.
This is one of my favorite apologists on the planet. Right here. Muslims, be aware.
This means a lot because this dude is so full of wisdom and knowledge. And so if he's saying that, you know, that carries weight, man.
Hey, man, you could. I'm serious.
This is Arthur. Wait, tell them about your channel.
My name's Arthur. I run Apologia Center. JP, I'm assuming.
LOVE you both.
He's like,
Whoa! We're getting close. We're getting close.
LOVE.
good. I like it. You got emotions coming through. Yeah.
But yeah, tell
I got
them.
an apologetics channel called Apologia Center. and I just stream answer people's questions, do evangelism. It's like we all do the same thing in different contexts.
Live streams?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
So we got a chef over here too, y'all. We got a chef over here in his own, right?
That's right.
And if you guys like, he specializes in philosophical arguments as well. So you want to check out him, Apologia Center. Our brother Arthur does great work for the Lord. All right. He's actually been on the channel before. If you guys might remember. Yeah. He's been on the channel and he's done some work. So
we're gonna do some other stuff.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, I'm gonna see you.
Hey, Imperfection dropped a super chat.
Who?
Again.
Imperfection, another super chat like this? My goodness. Lord have mercy, man. God bless you. God bless you. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Imperfection.
Is that voice of reason in the back? Yeah, he's here somewhere.
Where is?
It's that voice of reason, the guy with the deep voice.
No, I'm saying the perfect voice.
Oh, John Key. Yes, my friend lied to me. He said he was in here.
He wasn't.
He was? He didn't lie?
Yeah,
So now you protected him.
She was looking for you. So I found you for her.
That's because you're so tall. You're just like,
You gotta use it. Oh, Fernando. Hey, dude, you want to say hi to the camera? We're live streaming. Want to say hi?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we're live. So, guys, this is Fernando, a freaking genius. Do you hear me? This dude has some. Yeah, we gotta show it.
Oh, you got with you, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, duh. Are you kidding me? Yeah, man. Come on, dude.
We might need it.
Guys, he blessed us with some technology. He runs his own business, Christian, believer, and he blessed us with this. And so, tell us a little bit. Yeah, this is his baby. All right, this is his baby. We open this case here. So this is what this is. All right. Now you can kind of tell us, Fernando, what is this, bro? What is this? So for all the tech nerds.
It's the easiest and the best, probably one of the best ways to connect your microphone to your phone or computer. If you want to stream live or you want to do a podcast, you just get your podcasting mic on here, your headphone, and this can connect your computer or phone, and it will clean up your voice, put equalization, limiter, so it's never distorting, even cancel noise, cancel echo, and like it will sound really, really, really nice and clean. You know, whatever you're using to record, it could be your phone.
That's right.
Yeah.
So guys, we were trying to
Mic Hero.
Mic Hero.
This allows you to do a mobile podcast.
Yep.
I got the mic right here. This allows you to do a mobile podcast with a XLR mic. You plug it in right here. The back end where the USB-C plugs into the phone, and then you're able to basically have a mobile podcast literally on your phone.
On your phone, on the go.
Yeah, and so he's promoting his product, and he gave us one, and we're going to utilize it when we're out of town.
Yeah.
So he gave it to the perfect people.
Here's the barcode, guys. And now, how many people we got watching?
1,000.
We got 1,000 people watching. Yeah. So
Just blew my mind. Let me say this. It wasn't something that I seeked. It was, the Lord just made the way. The factory that builds this, believers are making this. It's made in the U.S. by believers in ministry.
That's right.
And it was not I didn't seek. It just happened this way. Like the Lord opened this pathway for that. So
that's right.
I praise Him, man. It's been fantastic.
So guys, here's the barcode right here, guys. You guys want to help our brother Fernando and his business? Want to help? Push him. Let's help push him. This is actually genius. It solves a lot of our problems seriously.
Business card too?
Yeah, I still have his business card.
Show him the business card.
Oh yeah.
Look at how dope the business card is.
Oh yeah.
It's a different QR code.
Okay. So actually, it's stuck into my phone.
Oh, it is?
So yeah.
You have a business card on you?
Oh, he passed the ball out.
I think I can even see it.
Here, grab it right there.
Where is it?
It's right there.
Oh, I see it.
Man, thank you for being so awesome.
Dude, you're awesome. Are you
Talking about it, brother.
Look at his business card. Looks just like the product. And it's the same material too. It's a really.
You guys should feel the business card. Like it's something you don't want to throw away. Like you don't want to lose this. it feels important, like, you know. So here's the so this is a different barcode right here.
Yes. That you can actually open the link to my LinkedIn and also the store. You can purchase if you want.
For sure.
Yeah.
So here it is, man. Fernando, guys.
So if you want to turn, so remember, guys, look, if you want to turn your iPhone into a mobile podcast iPhone with an XLR mic, buy this product. Buy it. It's amazing. You can literally control the levels of the microphone. You can literally control the levels of the microphone mobile. And you can de-noise. So you see this loud room? You can turn all this noise down and do a podcast in here with 50 people here with this little product right here. Really amazing product. Scan the QR code when you get a chance and go purchase one, man.
Yeah.
And the man you guys have been asking for.
The man with the board. Hello, how y'all doing? It's Voice and Reason. I heard the people that you're asking for me. Well, here I am. Oh, I'm about to get mic'd up. Now I'm really going to talk. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing well. We're here at the Bless God Summit. I'm meeting all these wonderful people. Oh, let's see. True, Voice of Reason. I got you, but Now I'm holding the seat. He's saying W. Dang, that's some nice equipment. Let's go. Oh man, these are coming. Life is Love with Voice of Reason. I'm very bad at this, man. I'm not used to. These are coming in too fast, man.
You're bad at freestyling, man.
Yo, Adrian, look, he said it. Yo, Voice of Reason. How you doing, man? We're together. First time ever, man.
First time ever. With Voice of Reason.
Oh my goodness, I'm honored.
The legendary voice himself.
I'm honored, man. You're a legend, man.
No, you're the legend.
No, you're a legend, man. Look at us.
So I actually have a question.
Yes, sir. You want to hold it, man?
Yeah.
Cool. What's up, man?
Okay, cool. So, I want to know what would be your favorite group.
Yeah.
That you do evangelism against.
Against?
Yes, against.
Man. My favorite that I do against.
Yeah.
So trying to like disprove their position.
Yes.
Let me see. Black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, there we go.
Just because one of my highest view videos was Black Hebrew Israelite dude who they were preaching, they were in the corner, and they gave me some of my highest views, so I got up for it.
Gotta shout out to BHI.
It's cool, and they're good. They treat me well, man.
Okay.
Well, I'm friends with them. We're cool, but we can go at it, man.
Yeah.
I think it's cool just because they're so unique. You know what I mean? So I really like engaging with them because they're out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
So I like talking to them, man. I like talking to them.
That's good.
I love talking to anybody, Orthodox, Protestants, anybody, Muslims, Mormons, whatever it may be.
What got you started? Like, as far as just really, sharing your faith, clarifying, apostolic positions, because there's a lot of misconceptions out there, but you defend a lot of this. What got you started doing that?
Well, man, so I fell in love with the faith when I was 14, 15. I was always doing it just at the local level that my local church teaching, man, for like over 10 years. And then a couple years back, my partner, Jonathan, he's somewhere around here, I don't know where he went. He is the one that convinced me to start to be Voice of Reason. Because he said, hey man, the stuff that you know, like we need to put it out there. So he kind of forced himself into my house one day and set up his equipment.
He forced himself in your house.
He said, we're going to do this, man, all right. And then so we started doing it, man, and it just blew up super quick. So I just love sharing. Here's how I describe it. Me, I'm just a poor beggar, man. I'm a poor beggar, and we're all poor beggars. And what I do is I tell all the other poor beggars, I say, let me show you where I found the best bread. That's all it is, man. That's for the Black Hebrew Israelites, the Muslims, the atheists, whatever it is. Let me show you where I found the best bread, man.
For sure.
That's how I've always done it, man. And it's just love, man. It's just love,
What would you say is, if you could point to a moment, if there is one, maybe there's not, maybe there's moments on top of moments, but that put your content and your channel on the map. Is there something that like, okay, that did it, or these things did it?
Yeah, okay, so we mentioned the Black Hebrew Israelites. That was a good stepping stone. I had a debate with Dr. James White.
You debated Dr. James White?
I debated Dr. White, man, back in July.
On what topic?
Now, that's a crazy story. Okay, So that's a crazy. Maybe we should later on. I'll tell you this story. Crazy story how that came about. But me and Dr. White back in July in Colorado, we debated sola scriptura versus Catholic authority, right? So it was really two debates in one.
Yeah.
That was the debate that more than anything else that I've ever done, people always bring up the debate. But just a couple weeks ago, I think we topped it. I talked to George Jenko. George Jenko, and now that's everyone is talking about that now.
Yeah.
Even more so than my thing with Dr. White. So I think that the Dr. White thing is the thing that really, especially because of the story behind it, the background, how it came about. I think that really kind of put me on. And talking to George just a couple weeks ago, man, not even a week ago, made it even bigger, man. So,
Nice. That's
so praise
awesome.
God, man. I'm just happy to be here with cool people like you, man. You're my heroes, man. We got IP right here.
For real.
This is my
For
boy,
real.
my hero, man.
We're talking about our heroes, man.
I admire you guys, and I'm very happy to be here, rubbing shoulders with, I feel like I've made it. He just petted me. He just petted me.
He did.
I've made it.
Yes.
I belong here. He petted me.
By Mike Jones.
I got by who?
By Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Yes, sir.
Now, don't bring back my old rap career days. It's
No.
been a lot. The wear and tear of parenthood has just taken the color out of you.
Oh, man, take the color out of it.
That's a joke.
Guys,
Please calm
he's
down.
dead serious. He is the Mike Jones that
He
was
loves
rapping,
it. He is
and
Mike
it
Jones.
did take away a lot of the melanin that he used to be. I'm
And
telling
he's
you.
still tipping.
He's still tipping.
You know what I mean?
For real.
I'm not from Texas.
Logic.
You're from Texas? Yeah, okay.
She don't know nothing either. You from Texas?
No.
Okay. The man himself.
It's been a tremendous
I
conference.
gotta rock the brand.
I highly recommend. I've got to be honest. Out of all the conferences I've gone to, like this is the best.
No, they can't.
Yeah.
They can hear me
So
too.
I'm just getting to meet
It's
people.
crazy. Huh? Yeah,
Getting to learn new
I don't know why.
things.
Yeah, they
I'm
can hear
super
I don't
grateful.
know why they would do this. I wonder if the
Ruslan's the
comment
man.
section is going to notice.
So I
me
love
talking
watching
over
Ruslan,
James,
and this has been
because
life-changing.
now he's smiling, but he doesn't notice it. Silly. You mother-
Jealous of the spotlight.
Absolutely.
You're talking to the mic.
So we were talking at the same time. You think they heard him?
Who? Ruslan?
We were talking at the same time.
Oh yeah, I have two mics. They heard him.
But if we're talking at the same time, it doesn't overpower nothing?
I don't know. I can't hear it. I can't hear the live stream.
Yeah, but here's the mic. I know the main mic is over there.
Just talk.
Just talk. Stupid. When'd you get here?
I got here just last night, man, like at midnight, man. I walked in at midnight, and who's the first guy I see? Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
The first guy I see, I'm like, oh, you know what I mean?
My gosh.
Yeah, man.
That's unfortunate.
I here last night, man.
I'm sorry for that being the first.
I'm glad. You always remember your first. You know what I mean?
Hey, Logic, they said take that coat off, man.
Why do I need to take my coat off?
You don't like their tone?
I don't like their tone. Hold my hat. Who said that? I really don't like. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna throw it to the side. I really don't like your tone. I'm gonna wear my jacket. I'm gonna wear the coat, and I'm gonna wear it with pride, and I'm gonna wear it with dignity. I don't like your tone. We're gonna talk outside next time. Everybody mention my coat. We're gonna talk outside. How about that? Yeah. So guys, y'all saw James. They saw James, the moderator, the famous moderator. Did y'all know he was this buff? Did y'all know this? This dude is the buffest moderator that you're ever gonna meet, and he's the most gentle, humble moderator of all time.
I appreciate it. It's very kind of you.
Thank you.
Very encouraging.
No, don't worry about it.
Well, we're living here like a few blocks away from each other.
Literally.
In Las Vegas.
Yes,
Which
literally.
is crazy.
So now we're best friends.
Like, we're gonna have to get coffee.
Yep.
We're gonna get Chipotle.
In and out.
Yeah. Do you have it in Vegas?
Yes. Of course.
I didn't know that. Really?
Do you like In and Out?
I do like it.
Okay, then yes.
And Chick-fil-A, all of the best.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How was Debaticon? I didn't get to go, but from your perspective as the host, the characters you hosted, the stuff that didn't happen that was threatened, all of this, how was Debaticon from your perspective?
It was amazing. One, because it was turned out to be safe, because it is, even though it's a really low probability, I have to be honest that having that in the back of my mind of like a small, less than 1% risk of someone doing something bad is still something that weighs on you as you like go throughout the day. So it's safe. I'm grateful for that. And it was also, the debates were fantastic. People loved Dr. David Wood with Robert Spencer. That was not only intellectually engaging but humorous.
Yes, it's freaking hilarious. So, what do you think about though about the threats that come from? And which side was it that was giving the threats?
So it was a gentleman who he was a Muslim, had kind of issued a veiled threat toward AP that was just not explicitly a threat, but it was flying too close to the sun.
Anybody with common sense knows what he was saying.
Right, you can't say that. So we had to cancel that debate and find AP a new debater last minute. And it was an atheist who was replacing the Muslim because there aren't a lot of Muslim debaters that are active right now. It was a tough one.
Yeah. So then, is that oatmeal raisin?
I haven't gotten to what's good yet, so I don't know.
Oh, that's true. D Wood in the house. Got James the moderator. Yep.
Right. This shirt, I didn't remember it being this tight when I pulled it out of my backpack this morning and put it on. It's a little bit snug.
You sure you didn't just get a fresh pump, before you put it on, James?
He's one of these dudes like, all right, I'm about to go out. Let me drop down to 100.
Exactly.
Oh,
I should do that. Bodybuilders do that before they go on stage.
Yeah, they do. They get that pump. They get that pump going.
That's right.
So we're talking about Debaticon, and from his perspective as a moderator, the threats. From which side? We had Christians debating each other. We had Christian and atheists debating each other. But where were the threats coming from? They were coming from the Muslim side. Why aren't the atheists threatening the Christians or the Christians threatening the atheists? What is it about the Muslims that they give the death threats to the debaters in the debate world?
They're very strong.
Oh, yes.
You can see. Very strong, you see. This is the power. No, really, I mean, at the end of the day, since the very beginning, Islam has had one main weakness, and that is criticism. Can't stand it. Why? You have the most obvious false prophet in history. And so, very early on, they start just killing people for criticizing Muhammad. And then you go 14 centuries and you look, you got blasphemy laws in Muslim countries. They silence any criticism. And then even when you go to Western nations, they still try to silence criticism of Islam through threats or through even imposing blasphemy laws. They actually try to get blasphemy laws in various countries and so on. And to me, I'm looking, you remember the Muhammad hijab poll where he asked Muslims, he's asking Muslims, when you doubt Islam, what is the source of your doubts? What's causing you to doubt? And the biggest response was moral problems with Muhammad.
Yeah.
I look at that as like someone who picks up information on what the weaknesses are.
Yeah.
And it's like they've been telling you for 14 centuries what the weakness is, and it's the one thing no one was. Don't ever criticize Muhammad. That would be offensive. Like the one thing they're telling you is our weakness, and it's the one thing you refuse to do. What's wrong with you?
That's tough. Yeah, guys, slippery slope with Islam. Now, you debated Robert Spencer on whether Muhammad existed or not. Now, you take the position that he actually did exist. Robert is the fanatic that says he didn't, and also Dr. J says the same thing. Are these dudes lunatics?
No, they're basically at the end of the day. So again, I do believe Muhammad existed. I could even argue that in other ways. I just love arguing it based on principle embarrassment because it's fun. But at the end of the day, there's a big gaping hole of where there should be all this evidence for this guy conquering Arabia, and there's just not a lot there. So you can kind of say whatever you want. You can say he didn't exist. You can say it was some guy, but it got completely exaggerated or something like that. Or you could say it's basically the standard Islamic timeline. You do need some sort of exaggeration because some of the stuff is obviously false.
Yeah.
But so there's room for that.
So there's a legit case somebody can make that Muhammad did not exist.
Yeah.
It's not a crazy case.
No.
It actually you have some evidence that points to that.
Let's go over there.
Okay.
Heavy hitters right there.
Hey.
So yeah, that might be it.
Was it too loud?
Yeah, was it?
Probably.
Was it too loud?
Yeah.
You tell me.
Okay. So all right, yeah, we can say this again. We are live, by the way, guys. You guys didn't hear it again. But so you're saying that somebody can make an actual good case that Muhammad probably did not exist, and why is that again?
I would say you can make a good case as far as this being a possible explanation for the evidence we have.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of the day, I don't think it's the best explanation. So here's all the evidence, what's the best explanation for this? I don't think it's the best explanation, but I can see why people would go in that direction.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a personality thing. It's kind of a personality thing. Like, with conspiracy theories, I'm the guy who never believes a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Even though I know there are conspiracies, right?
Yeah.
But whenever you're like, oh, this is everyone, and then I'm like, wait, that plane flew into that building? I'm going with that plane flying into that building as being the cause of that, and not this CIA conspiracy or the Jews or something like that.
Yeah.
Again, even though sometimes there are conspiracies.
Yeah.
So when it's like this conspiracy to fabricate Muhammad, well, guess what? Someone could do that. It is possible that someone said, we need something like the Christians, we need something like the Jews that unites them, and so let's invent a religion. That sort of thing can happen.
Yeah.
It's just to me, it's too much, right? It's too much material, and in too many different ways. I mean, you're ending up with 40 different versions of this story and so on, on all these different things, and all these different things that it doesn't seem like someone would make up. It seems like the best explanation is that there was a guy named Muhammad. We have some information about him. Lots of things were embellished and changed by his followers.
Yeah.
But there was a guy there.
Now, Dr. J likes to take the angle of the historicity or lack thereof of Mecca and really the Islamic religion, Muhammad, and that culture at that time. And a lot of times he says that some of us need to kind of highlight that a little bit more. Do you think that it is a strong argument, or maybe put it this way, convincing, if you're doing evangelism with a Muslim, to take that angle? Do you think that's a strong angle to take if you're talking to a Muslim trying to convince them that Islam is false?
This goes back to like Muhammad Hijab's poll. He asked Muslims, what causes their doubts about Islam? The number one answer, moral problems with Muhammad. He didn't ask, what about arguments that Muhammad never existed? But I bet that would be extremely low.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you shouldn't argue it. It's kind of a new thing as far as spreading among polemicists and so on.
Yeah.
So I'm all for challenging it. I'm all for going after that and using that as an argument. But whether that's going to be effective, I would have to see. We know other things are effective. We see Muslims leaving Islam left and right.
Yeah, 100%.
Usually not because someone convinced them that Muhammad didn't exist.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't. I think it's fine. I think if you don't believe Muhammad existed, you believe you can make that case. Make that case. I'm all for wrecking their sources and so on. And issues like Mecca, there are problems there. There are problems. It doesn't seem to be very significant. It's not on the ancient maps and so on. And yet, in the Muslim sources, huge trade hub and religious center and stuff like that. And it's like, it doesn't seem like that. So that's what I'm talking about with like exaggeration and changing things and so on, exaggerating the significance of places.
Yeah.
All of that, some of that has to be the case. There's some level where that has to be the case. It's just how much. But so I'm all in favor of Jay and Robert running that argument. I love having the debates about it.
Yeah, it's hilarious, dude.
I don't think it's the most effective, but it kind of remains to be seen. It's starting off. We have to see where it goes.
That's a good point. Now, to touch on the Muhammad Hijab point about the poll on what's causes most doubt with the Muslims, I was speaking to a Muslima who ended up converting live, and it's interesting because the conversation wasn't about Muhammad's character at all. That started coming out on her own. Once the Islamic wall was brought down, she started to see the inconsistencies with hadith and the Quranic challenge and stuff, she started to see that Islam was false. That's when she started to express on her own, and I've always had these issues with Muhammad, morally, him and Aisha. It's always been a question with us, but I didn't feel right, questioning it, but I always had this problem. Or, how he, treated other people of other religions, the blind man she brought up or whatever. And so it was interesting that this wasn't, like, they have these issues. Yeah. They actually think about these things. They just can't voice it, or, there's not a safe space for them to voice it. But it does come out. Yeah. So that's interesting that Muhammad Ajab, when he did that poll, and that was the answer. That is the answer. That is the most effective. When I speak to them, that's what will get a Muslim out quickly, or eventually.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the first generation that's had that, because in Islam, what the Dawah clowns have always done is, whatever you prize and value in your society, they say Muhammad is a champion of that.
Yeah.
And whatever you don't like in society, Muhammad was the ultimate enemy of that.
Yeah.
And they just make it up. And we're the first generation that can expose that from their sources. If you go back 20 years, Muslims were not bothered by Muhammad and Aisha. They didn't know.
Yeah.
They didn't know. And in fact, people found out because of us.
Yeah.
We kept telling them. And we told them, because the Dawah guys, one of their main arguments 20 years ago was the character Muhammad is so perfect, it can only be from God. There's no other explanation for how perfect this guy's character is. We're like, what? What about Muhammad and Aisha, right? Yeah. What about Muhammad and Zainab? What about this? What about that?
Yeah.
And then they all said, no, you're lying, you're making this up. And then so, what are you talking about? We got this source, we got this source, we got this source. And they say, no, that's just some of the sources. Other sources say other things. Where? Show us the sources. Where? What other sources? And so it takes a while. It takes years. But eventually when you show this is all over your sources, you can't deny it, then they're forced to start defending it instead of just calling you a liar.
Yeah.
And then you end up with Daniel Haqiqatjou and so on.
Yeah.
And thinking, we can defend this. We can show that it's perfectly acceptable to have sex with a prepubescent 9-year-old girl. Yeah. And that might work in some people's minds, but not everyone's mind.
Yeah.
There are other people looking at that going, whoa, I did not know this. And if I had only been hearing it from the Christian, I might have thought he's a liar.
Yeah.
But the Christian was showing the sources, and now even our own guys are admitting it. We got a problem here, and it's bothering them, and it just gotta.
This is another interesting thing that I want to get your perspective on. You've been in the game for a minute. You guys were the pioneers on getting this information out and showing the world what Islam actually teaches. Before, without you guys, I would not have known what a hadith was or anything like that. But now we have all this access and these sources, these screenshots, and we can pull this stuff up because of you guys. Now, y'all was the only ones doing it. You, Christian Prince, Sam, Anthony Rogers back then. Now that you see, how the internet is, what is it looking like when it comes to Christians, the knowledge that we have, or even just the world in particular about Islam in general? What does that look like now?
It's looking like the Lord has delivered this into our hands. That's what it looks like to me.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
I keep telling people they have no clue how good they have it right now. Mm-hmm. You go back 15 years, there were a handful of us dealing with this, which made it easy to target us, right? Mm-hmm. Easy to target us. And back then, you got attacked by everyone if you talked about Islam. If you talked about Islam, since there were only a few of you, they would just rain down threats against you, against your family, stalk your family online and so on, threaten them. They tried everything to silence you. That's from the Muslims. Wow. The atheists would yell, how dare you criticize that religion when your religion is dumb too, and they would attack you. But then the worst part was Christians are blasting you, and they're telling you, you shouldn't criticize Islam and you shouldn't make fun of Muhammad. That will hurt their feelings. Just preach the gospel. You're doing it all wrong. Yeah. So you caught it from every single direction. You're this horrible, evil person when you're trying to expose the most obvious false prophet in history, and you're the bad guy. And that really, really sucked. And so now it's awesome because it's not a handful of people. It's people all over the place. And you see the apostasy rate skyrocketing. And you look around and it's like, oh my goodness, if you get down to 2025 right now, and what happens when we show up to Speaker's Corner? They scatter like ants.
They run. And there's a bunch of Christians now in Speaker's Corner. You can't find no Muslims. We got to beg a Muslim to talk to us, got to invade their space. They will not talk to us unless they don't know who you are. If they think that you are brand new to the scene maybe don't know what you're talking about. Maybe they can get one over on you. Then they'll talk to you. And that's the only reason why I was able to get a conversation with Mansoor. Mansoor, he'd never seen me before or didn't recognize me, thought I was new, said, hey, this your first time in Speaker's Corner? I'm like, yeah, never been here. He said, yeah, don't worry about the crowd. We'll talk.
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, think about how embarrassing that is, right? I mean, you've got these arguments, and you will only use them on someone who's completely ignorant.
Yes.
What's that mean? It means you don't believe your argument can stand up to scrutiny.
Exactly.
You don't believe your own argument.
Exactly.
That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
That is you're in a completely different world right now from just 5 or 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. What do we do? Got to keep pushing. Got to keep pushing. If the only thing they have on their side right now is ignorance, looking for pockets of ignorance, and that's why they really love Sneeko and Lily J and Andrew Tate converting and stuff. They want access to their fans through the influencer because they know there's a bunch of ignorant people there. Yeah. They can use the same Dawa spiel with those guys that they would never in a million years use on anyone who knows about the topic. So they're looking for more and more ignorance, which means if we know that's what they're doing, what should we be trying to do? Get rid of the ignorance.
100%.
Expose it. And so it's the same thing. They've been telling us for 14 centuries, criticism is their weakness. Yeah. Muhammad, the Quran cannot stand up to scrutiny. Everyone has to be silenced. And so we're in kind of a race, man. We're in a race. They're racing right now. They're trying to find every ignorant person they can to convert, to try and if we can take over an area, then we can make it against the law and silence people and so on. That's their goal. Yeah. And so they want to do that before the avalanche reaches critical mass and Islam just crumbles. And so we're in a race, and it's a race we got to win.
So somebody asked me earlier today, they got Muslims in their neighborhood, Muslims co-workers, and they're interested in evangelizing to them, and they want to know how to start that conversation. What is a good tactical place to begin with them? Now, my answer to them was, the common ground that we have with Muslims is they claim that they believe in the prophets. And so because they have this zeal for this belief in consistency with the prophets, this is where you can get them because of the Islamic dilemma. Because the Quran affirms the prophets, it affirms the scriptures, so lead with that and actually show them what the Quran says about the Bible, and then go into the Bible and see what the Bible actually says. You'll see that the Quran is false either way. So the Islamic dilemma, Muhammad's character, that's why I say what you show. I assume you would say kind of the same thing, but what would you say tactically to start off with?
Yeah, I can I'll just point out, this wasn't me deciding on a plan. I just realized I kind of do this over time. And it's not how I do things in videos. So if you see me in videos, don't think that's how I would talk to a Muslim I'm running into or something like that, right? If I'm talking to a Muslim, normally I would just start by asking a question at some point to get things started. And if a person's saying how would I start a conversation with a Muslim in my area, ask them something about Islam. It's like people have been trained that it's offensive to talk about religion. Muslim probably would love to tell you about Islam.
Right.
Would love to tell you. So you just got to open the door. So step one to be open the door, and that could just be, hey, I've heard some things about Islam, or here's what I know about Islam, but I'd be interested in hearing from you. What do you actually believe about this topic or something like this? Yes. Lots of Muslims. I mean, if you're a Christian, and then they'll start. Believe about Jesus? What do you believe? And Muslims gonna love talking about this, right?
Yeah.
What do you believe about?
They go yap.
What do you believe about Muhammad? What do you believe about Allah? What do you believe about What do you believe about all these? What do you believe about Jesus? What do you believe about the Bible? And just listen. I don't even jump in. I just listen. And then after understanding what they believe, which is important because there are Muslims who believe in different things and have different levels of knowledge, and so you find out what this person's understanding of these topics is. After what questions, I transition to some why questions. So why do you believe that about Muhammad? Why do you believe that about the Bible? And really, at the end of the day, it's we heard this. We heard this stuff and so on. But I just keep asking, why do you believe it? Eventually, you get to some of their reasons, like arguments. Oh, it's because of the perfect preservation of the Quran and so on. And if it's someone I know I'm going to see again, like back in school or something like that, I would kind of leave it at that after the first conversation. Be like, hey, thank you for telling me what you believe and what your reasons are. Would you mind if I got back to you? Because sometimes they bring up something I don't know. I was learning as I went, so I would have to look it up. Let me let me get back to you. And I would go and I would go look up the passages and so on. And so it's pretty straightforward. There's no shame in saying, I don't know, can I get back to you? People are worried about that. It's like, if you're talking about the deity of Christ, a Muslim says, that's an interesting argument. Would you mind if I looked into that and get back to you? You're going to be like, oh, what an idiot. You're going to be like, wow, it's awesome that he's taking this seriously. And so whatever arguments they give you, if you're not familiar with it, then go research it a little bit. You will find out that it's a terrible argument. You will 100% of the time find out it's a terrible argument, that this person's head has been filled with nonsense by lying dawah clowns. But then you come back and you can still be unaggressive with it and say, hey, the Quran. So I went and looked that up, and I was wondering how you interpret. Sahih Muslim 2286 says that all these entire chapters of the Quran came up missing. And you don't even have to, if it's someone you're going to see again, they're in your neighborhood or something like that, whatever they say, oh, here's why that is. Oh, okay, okay. You mind if I ask you another question later? And just keep coming back. Well, what do you do about this? It says that sheep ate verses of the Quran and so on. How do you don't even have to be mean with it. And you're talking about eventually getting to the critical information about Muhammad. You can present all the same information that we might blast with online because it's a different environment. You could present the insight. You could walk up to a Muslim and say, hey, you know what? You were saying that Muhammad had this awesome moral character. I was watching this guy, GodLogic, and he was saying Muhammad had sex with a 9-year-old girl. And that would bother me. But I was wondering, what do you think about that? What's your position on that? And if you're not ready for it, could you check out the passages? And I wrote down the references. Could you look up these passages and then get back to me when you can? You're asking for information, and a Muslim's going to want to defend his prophet. So he's going to want to go back and study this stuff, and so then he's going to want to get back to you. And if you're having these conversations ongoing, of course you're going to be talking about Jesus. Of course you're going to be talking about the Bible. And once you show them something from the Bible they disagree with, they are forced to say, your Bible's been corrupted. And that's when you go Islamic dilemma. And it's the same thing. It's the same approach, saying, oh, okay, you said the Bible's been corrupted. Hey, I was wondering, what do you do with this verse that says Christians have to judge by the gospel? Why would he say that if our book's been corrupted? And just question after question after question. Same approach. And then you run them through it all. And over time, more and more information is getting in their heads that conflicts with everything they were taught by their sheikhs and imams and dawah guys. And there's like a light switch moment when all of a sudden it clicks. Why have I never heard any of this from my leaders? And why am I hearing all of this from a Christian? And it's all straight out of my sources. And I never heard one word of this. Maybe I can't trust those guys. And I have to look into this for myself. And once they realize I have to look into this for myself, that is someone who's on his way out of Islam.
That's amazing. Now, but that could be, it depends on the person with that too, huh? Because it depends on, you'll get these people who are hard, indoctrinated, straight up defenders, because Islam is culture to them. It's life, their family, so they have
criticizing that, you're attacking everything.
So they have a lot to lose with that. So it's not just simply, an intellectual battle or even necessarily spiritual too. Obviously that's huge. It's family, it's culture that they could be losing, or they feel that they'll be losing with all this criticism. So that's important to keep in mind, guys. David Wood in the house, mastermind, general in the apologetics world, man. One of my heroes in this phase. Black Hebrew Israelites. You have some goals with them. Do they talk to you? You're a white guy. That's all white dude. Do they even?
I kind of only interact with them with vocab just because, I'll roll. And lots of times I'll just be like his camera guy. I'll just carry a camera and stuff like that. But it's kind of funny. I didn't realize that they know me from watching vocab's videos, from hanging out with vocab. But some of them, like GMS, actually think I'm one of them.
Hebrew Islam?
Yeah. Isn't it interesting? Yeah, they told me. The leader, Tahar told me that. Yeah, he said, because they believe that you can have an ancestor who goes all the way back and is a true Israelite, even though your bloodline has had so many white people in it that you're actually white, but you still are a descendant. You have that ancestor. What's funny is I had a DNA test, and I do have a relative from Uganda. Right? So they're actually But it's funny, GMS. They believe that your true identity as an Israelite can be demonstrated by singing ability, dance ability, rap and
makes
so on.
sense.
And with me they said the way David beatboxes, we think he's actually
Dude, look.
Isn't that funny?
It's hilarious. So I didn't know what camp I was talking to. It was about a year ago. I ran into them. They're on the street corner. Didn't really have the outfits on this, or not the colors, but it kind of rags. However, we started talking about who is a real Israelite, and they told me Larry Bird was a true Israelite. They said, "Do you see the way he hoop?" But they didn't say it like that. They said, "Do you see the way that hoop?" You know. And I'm like, that's what make him an Israelite. He's like, no non-Israelite can't hoop like that. You see the way he hoop? He was the best in the league. Of course he an Israelite. You know, of course he an Israelite. So I'm like, that's how y'all judge. They said
Johnny Cash, they believe.
Johnny Cash. There was some other Elvis. Yep. They said Elvis is an Israelite. I was like, man, so if this is how y'all judge, awesome. All right, so you be yours and to be mine, man. Go ahead.
It'd be funny if I was like, no, I think you guys are right. I'm joining up. I'd be the coolest guy.
Yeah, for real.
That's right.
That's right. Bring it out. Read. That's right. Bring it out. Yeah. Oh, man, that's too good. This conference was awesome. What would you say is your highlight, if you had any?
I don't know why, but I like that little YouTube thing we just had, man.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, because you're with me, man.
Yeah.
Duh.
Well, yeah. No, that was all cool because it's it's all the YouTubers up there and stuff like that. But also like the people out there who are interested, and it's like, okay, you're the
next up.
Yeah, you're next up, and you got to have it, right? You got to have it. It can't be a bunch of old guys like me. That's why we get excited when we see you guys come along.
No, that means everything. Here we go. This is what they do.
This is what happens. People need attention.
People need attention. Cutting in the camera. Yeah. Larry Bird's a Hebrew Israelite.
Legend, everyone. Larry.
Yeah. We heard from GMS that Larry Bird was a Hebrew Israelite. Yeah. When I spoke to him, they said you see how that hoop? You know? They said there's no non-Israelite that can hoop like that. You know, so he for sure an Israelite.
That sounds like a boomer take
you
too.
You were there when GMS. They said
he was. Yeah, they said he was. They're like, I don't know, man. He's got a little bit of soul. I can tell. I felt something. He be beatboxing and stuff.
Hey, what's the Larry Bird Hebrew name gonna be, man?
I don't know. Lazariak.
Wait, how do you know? Larry Bird is way before your time.
Say that again?
He's way before your time.
Way before. Yeah,
I was thinking that you weren't even born when he was hooping. I was thinking,
no, I wasn't.
You know the movie,
Yo, chat, give Larry Bird an Israelite name.
Dude,
he reminds me
Spam Larry Bird's Israelite name in the chat.
Of course, man.
Got Lazariak Bird.
He was apparently one of the all-time.
Lazariak is crazy.
Yeah.
Talking to people on the way, he says, "All right, you know what I'm going to do now?" As he's dribbling,
Lazariak.
I'm going to step back and jump and stuff like that. You're going to do it, right?
Yes. Yeah. And so that's what makes him an Israelite, for sure. Highlight of the summit.
Me? No.
We don't say.
Wow.
I'll give you three top 5 highlights. John.
What are the top 5 highlights of this conference? John McCrae. Why? Because I spit hot fire.
Spit fire.
Lazarus Bird. No, you got to pronounce it Lazarius Bird. Aquarius Bird. Licarius Bird.
So I didn't watch a lot of the conference because we were working. I had to work on another video. We were working on some other stuff for the channel, emails and all that. And he slept the whole time. So and all he did was sleep.
Nah, you know like Licari?
Outside of that,
Licari Bird.
So outside of that, I watched Dallas Shinkin's talk. That's the only talk. What? You didn't even watch that. Did you watch a single talk?
I was working on my opening statement.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were.
He did have a big debate.
Yeah. And then we were there for moral support for him.
Right.
So yeah,
had to come in and save him with a little question, you know.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah, dude, you know what's so weird about that? Right. I'm not even like processing this stuff, bringing up Hebrews and stuff, because in my mind, I'm in like.
Lahovat Bird is crazy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stick with the earliest material. I'm not gonna bring up Hebrews because an atheist is gonna say you don't even know who wrote that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention later stuff. I mentioned John as an example of what Christians in the first century were saying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not bringing up all this stuff. And then he gets up there and goes straight for John.
Yes.
And then Hebrews and stuff like that.
Yes.
I'm thinking,
couldn't believe it.
what is
yeah.
going on here, right?
For sure.
So I wasn't even thinking we'll respond to Hebrews with Hebrews. I'm not even thinking of any of that stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
It's good. It's good you. It's
Man,
good
I got your back, man. Come on now. I got your back, big dog. Come on.
That's funny.
But yeah, so you said you like the Dallas Jenkins?
That's the only one I watched. Yeah. But Dallas.
So you didn't watch any of my talks?
No, you got talks?
Yeah, I did. My face was on the other floor.
I thought you just came to watch.
Yeah. So somebody came up to me and said, "Man, I love I love your channel. What do you mean?"
You were there with me. Yeah. He's like, yeah, thank you, David Wood. Thank you, Avery, for your channel. I was like,
No, that was like, oh man, that's
like,
happened a couple times, but in different contexts. Not with him, but with someone else. And it's like, you guys look nothing alike.
Yeah.
Nothing.
not a single attribute of
Nothing.
common. Besides,
Besides the little melanin that we both possess.
So everyone, I'm glad to be here with Wesley Snipes and Michael Jackson. It's great that they showed up.
That's right.
That's
right. That's good. What do you think about the debate?
it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was interesting. Like, I was trying to think about before that. I was like, I wonder what moves he's gonna make. And he did what I thought he was gonna do. Besides, he did it to a different degree and at different places, and that's confusing. I know. But I was thinking he might go to John just because I knew he was comfortable with John just by talking to him before the debate and stuff. But then we're like, nah, it's like he's probably going to go to Synoptics or something like that.
Yeah.
And so he went to John a lot. But I thought, so here's my honest take. I thought David took the opening. I thought his opening was more concise. Alex's started off kind of good, and then he kind of dwindled off, and it was kind of hard to track what his kind of main point was.
Yeah.
And then, I think I thought David did a better job at rounding stuff up. But I thought Alex did a good job at just trying to think outside the box. I just thought he dropped a lot of the points like John 10 and a lot of these other passages. And then he just went straight to narrowing down on the worship issue, which I was thinking was a little bit annoying just because it's David mentioned it in extreme passing, and he clearly prepared for worship for a lot of these things that people typically say. And David didn't bring that up, and so he just wanted to go in on those and then act like that was the main kind of point.
You clearly saw that he had a plan.
Yeah.
He had something that he wanted to attack, that he hoped that you would address. Certain points that he hoped that you brought up to then hammer on. And so he had to then bring it like for example, you didn't mention the I am passage, but he brought it up and attacked it. You never brought that up.
Which is weird because I put out all my points in my openings. Here's my points, and then he went after completely different points. And I deliberately. It's like the cool thing about the Bible is that if you say I don't believe in the inspiration of the Bible, okay, now you just have a bunch of sources. From a historical perspective, you would consider some of those from a non-Christian perspective to be more reliable than others. Based on what are closer to the events and stuff. And so I treat it as if you're not a Christian, you don't believe in this. Okay, what are you going to regard as the best material? And that's Q. That's Mark. That's the letters of Paul. That's so I stuck mostly with that. And then only included other things as kind of corroborating evidence and so on. And then he goes right after John and Hebrews and everything else, and it's it's like everything is reversed. Now it's the Christian saying we can show this with the earliest material, and the atheist saying no, we can respond to that by attacking the latest material that we ordinarily say can't be trusted and is unreliable. And it's like it's like we're living in an opposite world right now.
It's because he's studied a lot of John. Apparently, that's what he's been working on, studying John. So he defaulted there, and I should have kind of known that too. He kind of gave me that hint earlier on. You know what I mean? But, I should have known.
Gave you a little sneak peek.
But I just would have liked to see more of him engaged with points, because by the time it got to the Q&A, it was what are we kind of even talking about? And he got away with a lot of little mistakes a lot too, with some of the details in the verses and stuff like that. He got away with a lot, but that's just because
by the way,
he brought up so many.
I don't actually I don't have a problem with someone getting away with points that are mistakes and so on, because it's sort of a Wes Huff situation where, wait a minute, if Wes Huff says anything wrong, you jump all over him. You jump all over him, and you make it look like he's being deceptive. So
Right.
now you get in other people's YouTube videos in response to that, we're going to hold you to the same standard. If you're saying something that is factually incorrect or a complete misrepresentation,
That's a good point.
Then people will. You got to be consistent here.
He didn't. So we saw that he had a plan. You came out completely different than what he expected. You used a lot of Yahweh passages and character of Yahweh, actions of Yahweh passages showing how Jesus applies those things to himself and showing that he's claiming to be God that way. And he seemed to be completely unprepared for that.
He didn't talk about it. Huh?
Not at all. Not at all.
Touch it at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
He briefly talked about like agency. Like he's like slid that. He didn't stay on that a lot, but he slid that in a little bit. But he did not touch on the stuff that you brought from the Old Testament matching, what Jesus is applying to himself. And so I thought that was interesting. Not even in the, in the rebuttals, none of that. In the rebuttals, he even brought up what he wanted to attack, the worship and stuff.
No, I think that's true, and I think what Alex did do well is he's a good communicator.
Yes, he is.
He did really well at his pacing, and he did good at being persuasive. And I think for most people, all this material goes over their head anyway. Most of it, you see what I mean? And so because of that, it would sound really persuasive if you're not really intimately familiar with that too. But I think he still did a good job at packaging his points and the way he words stuff and the way he communicates with the audience and stuff. And it's funny because before the debate, we talked for a while, right? Alex is super nice and stuff.
He's chill.
And he goes on stage and punts on this. He's like, all right. Then starts bashing the Bible and stuff. I'm like, what the heck?
Yep. It came out.
Funny though.
He was funny though in his intro. With,
he was hilarious.
As we say in the UK, assalamu alaikum.
He was hilarious.
That was funny.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was impressed. He was very confident, and he didn't have an annoying confidence. He was a confident dude.
He seems cool, especially when you're just hanging out with him.
Yeah,
he seems really cool.
He's chill, man. He's chill. I definitely enjoyed it.
Did you ever watch me and Alex's back and forth on the slavery stuff back in the day?
No, I never knew that you guys had.
You weren't even born yet, man.
I didn't
we had
see
a couple back and forth on the problem of evil and slavery in the Bible back in the day too. But yeah, that was how I actually met Alan Parr. Was because he made a video against Alan Parr. I responded to it. And then he ended up responding to another thing, Problem of Evil videos and stuff of mine too. But anyways, it's funny now it all kind of came full circle. We're all in the same place here, and this is I don't know, at least maybe 5-6 years later. At least,
Back then, hey, John's hey, this guy responded to my video. Could you check it out? What's John doing responding like a 12-year-old?
How old is Alex?
26.
He's only 26.
Yeah, I thought he was even younger than that because I remember hearing him. He was 24 not that long ago. I was like,
man, that dude is sharp, man.
I know.
He is sharp.
Oh yeah, as far as the actual.
Yeah, guys, you're saying he lost his backpack. I think his wife has his backpack.
A discussion that's
So when I see her,
interrogate. He might be the best.
I will confirm if he did leave his backpack.
Before, because I'd only seen a couple of his things, and matter of fact, as far as his regular videos, I think I've only watched 2 ever. But I've seen I saw his discussion with Jordan Peterson. I saw the discussion he moderated with Jordan Peterson and Dawkins, and so I was not terribly familiar with him, but we were just live the other night, and then AP's like, no, check this out, and he was with Richard Dawkins, and Dawkins is bringing and he's just off the top of his head challenging Dawkins and just crushed him.
Wow.
And then got Dawkins to agree with him. And I was like, whoa, that was quick. And this kid is quick here. So, smart young guy.
Yeah.
I told. Oh, your light went off. Oh, it didn't. My bad. Okay.
Did you blind? You don't see?
Yeah. I got that thing right. Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing is I knew Alex is good at that. So it's he's gonna get you on the ropes if he can. So it's people that debate him have to really think about making sure you're asking him questions the same way, because if not, he'll put you on the ropes, and he's good at thinking of those things really quick on his feet.
Oh yeah. Like afterwards, I was he's going after John. Of course, as a Christian, you want to start defending things and stuff But if we're talking about the historical Jesus and what he claimed, I was just thinking afterwards, I was as soon as he said anything, I should be do you believe Jesus said that in John?
Yeah.
Do you believe he said that?
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't, then we need to focus on what we can establish historically that you agree with. What's the material that you regard as the most reliable? I was thinking about that.
Because earlier he said that John wasn't reliable early on, and then he went back and started using it as his main kind of source. So, yeah. So I was thinking, but yeah.
In other words, do you actually believe in your criticism? Do you believe, if you're trying to establish what Jesus claimed, do you believe anything you're saying right now actually applies to the historical Jesus?
I was thinking,
because I believe this material obviously, and you should agree with me that this applies because this is our earliest material.
Right.
We could trace it. We could trace this back to a very early stage, and so anyway.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah, props to Alex. Props to David.
Yeah,
it was a good debate.
Good
props
debate.
To you.
Oh, you know,
won.
you know. You guys will see that later. I came in with my cape, you know.
No, and then it was a good time. I mean, I thought everybody did a good job. It was a good entertaining debate for everybody, and we all had fun too. Like we all hung out a lot with Alex and all that too. It was good, so.
I was surprised at the topic. I thought it was going to be like a, problem of evil or, just a general.
That would be the norm. Yeah, that was his topic. He wanted that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? I guess tell us how that.
No, I mean, from talking to him, he was saying that he's just been really interested in theology a lot lately. He said he's not as interested in philosophy and stuff like he used to be. You know what I mean? So he's like just wants to engage with it more. So
yeah. So he's been studying that for a while, and he's been raising this as an objection with Christians. And when James was trying to set up a debate for DebateCon, he said, what do you think about Alex? I said, sure. And I was assuming it's going to be, does God exist or problem of evil? And he said, Alex would like to debate, did Jesus claim to be God?
That's
and
crazy.
There would be people, I'd say there are people better on that than much. Matter of fact, there were probably 20 people in that room that are better than on that topic than I am. Because when I'm addressing that topic, it's normally against Muslims.
Yeah.
I'm just going to quote the Bible, and if they object, I'm going to go Islamic dilemma on them.
Exactly.
It doesn't, it's a totally different approach and stuff. But I was like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I just wish he engaged more with all your stuff in your opening.
The actual arguments?
That's like my biggest kind of regret about the debate watching it. I was like, man, I just wish he would have, because then it would have been really interesting. You know what I mean? But
100%.
so it's kind of, by the time it got to Q&A, I was like, it kind of got too far off a little bit, even though it's still a good debate, but it's just a bummer, because it would have been really good if he could have. But
you seemed like you were okay with the way that the open discussion was going, with him asking most of the questions. Was that a strategy, or you were just chilling up there and just going with the flow?
Seriously, I was burning out by then. No, and it wasn't. It's just my normal sleep schedule. I stay up at night. I sleep during the day. And then to travel here, I was up all night, and then got on a plane to come here. And then so I'm up all day, and then I try to sleep at night, but I'm not used to sleeping at night, so I couldn't really sleep. And then I get up the next day, okay, I got to get ready for my debate. And then so I chugged a bunch of caffeine right beforehand, and it started really quickly. Every time when he started talking about John, I would just zone out. I was like, oh, it's not even related to my point, so I don't need to pay attention to this. And I'm kind of zoning. No, it's like, no, I need to respond to this. So, oh wait, he just said something I need to respond to. So I kind of was like periodically zoning out, and then by the discussion period, it wasn't, oh, he's saying something that isn't really relevant to what I was saying. It was just I started zoning out when he's talking, and I was thinking, I'm not really. And so it's funny because then he would finish something, and I'm trying to recall in my short-term memory, what did he just say? And I can't remember. Right? And so that sucks. That's how it was. But yeah. But to be fair, I'm sure since he all traveled, he might have been a little tired too. So what is this? It's not an excuse or something like that. Off the caffeine, so I was kind of low compared to what I might be if I were.
Yeah, you was chilling. You was sitting in your seat, you had your arm under
not taking sleeping on the job, not taking it seriously. Like, what is this?
Yeah, you was like, no, he could ask whatever question. Like they even stopped and said, you guys cool with it? David, do you want to ask?
That's how it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be half of it was him
and
leading
you was
discussion.
Like, you're like, nah.
I'm fine.
Get out of here, man. You, man. LOVE2, JP.
Good to see you, bro. All right, man.
David, thank you for being one of my heroes.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome, man. That's gonna be awesome. So, guys, New York is we're in the talks of talking about it. August is what we're looking at. How serious are we, man? I'm doing it. Yeah. How serious?
I'm serious.
Y'all hear that, David? How serious are we? Is we doing this?
We're extremely serious here.
Do y'all hear that? So, and IP is the same way. We're gonna have What Do You Mean? David Wood, IP, and your boy, and we're all gonna invade New York City come August time. So we're gonna be announcing this ahead of time. We're gonna give you guys enough time to prepare. We're gonna make little posters and whatnot. If you are a mu'minun, all right, Muslima, if you a mu'min, Muslim, and you guys want to come challenge us, you're more than welcome. We're gonna be in time. We're gonna let you guys know where we'll be and the time. So bring the dawah, okay? This will be an amazing opportunity to bring the dawah, stump the dizzle, get rid of what you mean, get rid of all the logic, get rid of it all. This is your opportunity, all right? Hebrew Israelites as well. Come on through. And prove to us that he's not an Israelite, okay? Because we're convinced. We're convinced at this point.
So is UMS.
So is GMS. The beatboxing, the swag. We're convinced that he's Israelite. Change our mind. We need to make a poster like that for real. Oh my gosh. I was going around asking favorite groups to evangelize against or do apologetics against. Now, you were an atheist before. You do, obviously your big stuff is Islam. Do you enjoy doing polemics against Islam more than atheism, or what is it?
I'm actually more interested in atheism. As far as what I'm interested in, I was getting involved in Islam because my best friend was a Muslim.
Yeah.
And then when he became a Christian, I thought, cool, I'm done with Islam because I wasn't really interested in it.
Yeah.
So it's more of a, this is more relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, atheism is massively relevant, but there were like tons of Christian apologists dealing with atheism.
Yeah.
There was almost no one who wanted to deal with Islam, and so. Yeah, focused on Islam mainly because of that at the beginning, but I have to say it's more fun.
Yeah.
Messing with Muhammad's more fun.
I would agree. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't stand atheists. I don't the line of argumentation. Not really the Alex types. He's actually kind of fun to talk to.
You mean the religion car, the Sky Daddy?
Yes, those guys.
They're more.
There's
annoying
more
than
of them.
Like jihadis.
Okay.
I at least understand the jihadi. Okay, Allah, I believe in Allah, and He's commanded me to act like this, and these guys, we're the smartest people in the world, even though we can't even spell the word atheist.
Yeah. And what's funny is on the Pew research, when it was seeing how many people are atheists, they did a survey, and so the percentage of atheists, I can't remember, but it was like, I can't remember, a certain percentage of atheists believed in God. So they didn't even know what atheist meant. Like,
over the years, I paid attention. It seems like between a quarter and a third of the hostile online atheists can't spell the word atheist. Like they all saw the Peanut spelling bee video when they were kids and saw I before E except after C, and they thought that was like universal. So if you're spelling atheist, you got to have I before E and so on. And and it's just
Poor
weird.
guys.
We're the champions of reason and logic, and so on. We can't even spell our own word in our Twitter bio.
What do you want?
Why you guys are still streaming?
Yes.
This is taking forever.
This is what we do.
I'm hungry.
Waldo.
You're supposed to be a part of this.
what are you doing there?
I'm John Waldo.
So
Michael,
here he
where
is.
you at? Stand up. I can't see you.
Stand up, man. Here he is,
No,
man.
get no respect around here.
We found him, guys. Highlights of the summit, man.
Highlights of the summit.
Yes.
Well, not this. Just meeting a lot of people that that really been impacted by the videos we make.
Yeah.
It's been very, very uplifting. I'm always happy to hear that. And so that's definitely the highlight. Of course, hanging out with everybody that we only get to see a couple times of the year.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's absolutely dope. How did you feel about the debate?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
It was definitely as I predicted. It was not gonna be a blowout for either side.
Yeah. We were talking. Alex was sharp. He brought kind of typical Unitarian kind of
Adoptionism.
Yeah, man. And so, and kind of noticed that he didn't really deal with David Wood's open.
No, that was a deficiency, but it's a double-edged sword. At one point, it gets him on the arguments he wants, so he gets to dominate the debate.
Yeah.
On the other hand, though, it looks bad to the audience because it looks like he's running from David's arguments.
Exactly.
And so they sort of go, ooh, he's making good points, but he's making good points at the expense of not attacking the actual arguments David presented.
Right. That's a good point. Yeah. We're just streaming a little bit. But yeah, we're wrapping up.
We're wrapping up because I'm supposed to get some food.
Yeah, we're hungry.
I'm hungry.
We're hungry. Windmill?
Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
I'll get it.
All right.
We'll
All right.
get
Thanks,
right.
IP. Appreciate you, man.
You too, man. Yeah.
All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this
Wrap it up.
stream. We're gonna end this up.
And everyone, when you get off the stream, start binge watching Inspiring Philosophy videos.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally have an entire playlist on the New Testament reliability downloaded on both my iPhone and my iPad from IP's channel.
You see?
Gonna watch it on the way home.
You see?
You know,
Did
and
you know-
I watch it over and over again.
Did
By
you
the
know
way,
this guy's extremely muscular? I did not know that.
A what?
You're very
Extremely
muscular.
I am very, yes.
He's buff.
I did not know this.
He is the buffest apologist that we know.
I did not know this.
Wait. Well, have you seen this guy though?
Yes, second buffest. Second.
When I
buffest.
met this guy, I was like, hey, I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa.
Remember.
I'll mess with you.
So yeah, we appreciate everybody. Hey, everybody, make sure you hit the like button. Stay tuned for the Bless God Summit. The live streams are gonna come out probably within a week, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but I think within a week. Yeah. So within a week, the debate's gonna be up. Other talks are gonna be up. So make sure you guys subscribe to Ruslan's channel, Ruslan KD, and Bless God Studios. Subscribe to Inspired Philosophy if you haven't done that already. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have. How many are in there right now? 1,500? Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody subscribed already. Hit that. Hey, you know me? I mean, so it's not really 1,500. Okay, so probably 1,450. This dude be lying on the numbers, man. Crazy. All right, guys, love you all. Leave a like button, pray for us, and we'll see you guys next time.
You didn't forget your backpack. They keep spamming it, bro.
Bruh, my wife has my backpack. Just show the proof.
Show us the backpack.
She has the backpack.
Why do they care so much? I don't get it. Just mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your
Yeah.
business.
They care. They care.
How long does it take to say bye?
It takes about 5-minute conclusions.
I know.
But hold on though. Hold on. Before the outro, we got to do the outro.
Okay, go for it.
Hey, what's the brother's name? Sergio, come here. JP, come here. We need to know what is our favorite question of all time. No. What is it?
What is the Injil?
What's the Injil? What's the Injil? What's the Injil? What's the Injil? What's the Injil? What's the Injil? What's the Injil? Keep it in.